Welcome everyone to the late night with BS3. We got a few things we're going to be doing tonight. We have the Ari and Daddy show kicking it off first, as we'll be reviewing The Bad Guys, new movie that's out. It's in theaters. It's also on Amazon as well. Also, we will have the Creating Young Minds basketball recap today, and as well as the Tracy Killian style segment. We'll be talking NBA playoffs. We already have one team in the finals, and we'll talk about the other team that'll be playing again tomorrow in a game 7. So, all right, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Glad to see you
Again.
again. All right, so
Glad to
welcome
see you
to
too.
the show. You can leave comments. You can also make sure to watch us on a variety of different platforms. We're live right now on Roku TV. So you can go to BS3 TV on Roku and you can add the app on your TV and you'll be able to see us and also all the other shows on BS3 TV, BS3 Network. Also, we're on YouTube. So you can jump on the YouTube. You can comment there. You can also comment on Facebook. Make sure to like, subscribe, click that notification bell. Also, make sure to follow us on social media at BS3 Network. So, The Bad Guys, which is what we'll be reviewing tonight. We've been looking forward to this movie, right?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, we've been
And I've
waiting on
been
this one
wanting
for a
to
while.
for pretty long.
Yeah, and Ari's been wanting to watch it, and I was wanting to watch it too. So we were glad to be able to do this review. We were definitely looking forward to this movie. So, what are we gonna go to first?
Well, I sort of don't want to do initial thoughts first, but
Yeah, it's solid. We do initial thoughts, kind of talk about what we think about the movie. So, what was your initial thoughts?
well, for this reason, my initial thoughts were I think it was good. I liked the Bad Guys movie, and I liked that it was just really good. So yeah.
Cool, cool. Good evening. I can't see who you are. If you're on in the Facebook group, it's gonna say Facebook user. So please click. There's a link that you can click on that'll allow us to. Oops, sorry. That allow us to know who you are. It looks like that was Vince Wright. Shout out to my man Vince Wright. Thank you for tuning in. We
Evening,
appreciate
bro.
your support. All right. So
What about you?
my initial thoughts were I was definitely looking forward to this movie. Definitely looking forward to reviewing it. It made me think of Zootopia. So those of you that have or haven't watched kid movies, it made me think of Zootopia because it had a fox, it had a wolf, it had
But it had people.
animals. Yeah, it had people too. But it would make it well. Zootopia was a land full of
Only
animals. Animals. This one had people. So that it really made me think of that movie. But also the previews were hilarious. So
Yeah.
I think they did a great job with the previews. So I was definitely looking forward to it, and looking forward to doing this review because it was definitely one of those that was excuse me, that was on our list. So yeah, that was my initial thoughts.
Next plot.
So the plot of the movie. Every movie has a plot. Every plot has a movie. And so, what was the plot in this movie?
Well, first, wait, since you have the general thing.
You ready?
Yes.
And go.
I didn't hear the
You're not supposed to hear it. They can hear it. We can't hear it.
Well, the plot was to try to get the bad guys to turn good.
Yeah. Anything else?
Okay, so the plot was for the bad guys to be good, but also the plot was the hamster that was cute and was trying to be all nice. He was actually the one who was bad, and then they got to save the day by making the hamster like be in jail because the police thought that he was. You know what it is? I don't remember.
So the basically the hamster in the movie, if anybody's seen the preview, he was in the scene where they had a cat was in the top of a tree, and the hamster was like, "So what should you do?" And they were like, "Eat it, cut it up." It was like it's with an S, and obviously it was
synchronized.
Save it, but they're bad guys, so their idea was to try to eat it. Definitely the snake, but yeah, that was
and
go ahead.
And when they tried to get it, and it looked like they were gonna be nice, they said like they were saying "Ruh, ruh."
Like yeah, they were being very they were being bad because they are bad guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically the hamster was supposed to be the ultimate good guy, the guy that's supposed to help other people become, saved and help them be good. But the hamster actually turned out to be one of the bad guys. So we're not going to tell you too much into it, but that is something that you would have to watch for yourself, which it's in theaters and it is on Amazon. So you can check it out.
Amazon Prime, you're saying?
Amazon Prime. Yes. So that's kind of the plot of the movie. Anything else you want to share on the plot?
Well, no, actually no.
Okay.
Now our likes.
Drum roll.
I already gave them.
All right. So what are some of your likes?
You go first.
All right. What I liked was the funny moments. This movie wasn't just for kids.
It's just like.
What was my like? So my like was good evening. Good evening to Danielle Jones. Excuse me. Sorry. Danielle Jones. Thank you for tuning in.
Good evening.
We appreciate that. So one of my likes was when all the characters were introduced and you kind of got to hear their backstories and how they became who they are. So that was one of my likes. Another like was when the shark character. So in the movie,
it's funny too.
Yeah, it was funny too. So this can maybe do both of my points. But he had to cause a distraction. So what he did to cause a distraction is that he said he was pregnant.
He said, I'm having
a baby. But he was not a girl.
He dressed up like
he was a boy shark, and boy sharks
can't have babies.
So
he dressed up like a girl.
He dressed up like a woman. So that I'm telling you, there's a lot of funny moments in this movie, no doubt. So that is definitely why you got to check it out. All right, what are some of your likes?
Wait, we should have a series.
We're not adding anything. We can do it next time.
Okay. Well, my likes was one when you can do the drum roll.
Drum roll, please. And go.
It was when. It was okay. First, it was when the I don't wait. What was the wolf's name? It's the girl wolf. Like not when she
was a fox. Her name.
No, she was. Yeah, she was a fox.
She was a fox. Yeah, I'm trying to think what her name.
She was a mayor, but she was actually a bad guy. But
yeah, keep talking. They can see you.
Okay, so she was a mayor, and she was actually a bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
And
Diane Foxington.
So Diane Foxington.
She was a fox, so they called her Foxington.
So Diane Foxington, or should I say Mayor Diane, she was actually a bad guy, and she was actually Miss Claw.
I think she was Super Claw or
wait, maybe she was Shadow Claw or something.
Shadow Claw, I think that was right.
Yes. Yeah, Shadow Claw. she was like a ninja, sort of. You could kick,
Mhm.
but she was the greatest bad guy ever. Well, bad girl, I should say.
Mhm.
Bad
So
girl
not the
ever. So that was my first like, and then my second like was when Snake actually did the old switcheroo with that.
The old switcheroo. What's that?
He called it the old switcheroo.
I don't remember.
Fine, the switcheroo, where we switched the actual real heart shaped.
Oh, crater.
Yes,
Yeah,
but it
okay.
was like magic and stuff.
Mhm.
But he switched that for the lamp one to
Yes.
then save his friends. So yeah, those my two likes.
Okay.
Now dislike, and we don't need a drum roll.
All right, we're gonna go to dislikes of the movie. Once again, we're talking about The Bad Guys, which is available on Amazon Prime. It's also in theaters. It's also on, I believe, YouTube.
It's
So
not
there's
on
a
YouTube.
few. Yeah, it is, but you have to pay for it.
YouTube TV.
Yes. Not YouTube TV. There's a different, the regular YouTube. All right, dislikes. You can go first. Thank you for tuning in. It says Facebook user, hey BS3. Thank you so much.
And then another Facebook user.
Happy Memorial Day weekend. Thank you. Same to you. Also, we want to give an appreciation to those that serve or have served, and definitely remember the meaning of Memorial Day, which are those that have served and have passed away. So definitely remember the reasoning behind it. It is a day off, but remember the reasoning behind it. Okay, go ahead.
You go first.
All right, so no, you go first. I went first with likes, so you go first.
Wow. My only dislike was when Snake said that he doesn't like birthdays.
Oh yeah, that was that was a dislike.
And the
Anything
reason
else?
why is because yes, birthdays are birthdays are fun, but I guess to Snake they felt like it just meant that he just got older and more people didn't like him, and then it would grow more and more and more and more and more and more and more until nobody liked him at all. Even his friends. Is that a good explanation?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Okay, good then.
All right, dislikes. I did not like when the hamster set up the rest of the bad guys. I didn't like that part because they were actually trying to be good.
Yeah, and they actually liked it.
Yeah,
It's like they were all like shaking their tails.
Yeah, and the hamster, the hamster was being mean.
That was actually bad.
So
that was my other dislike too.
Yeah, I didn't like that part. But I get it. You had to have it in the movie. You gotta have the good and you gotta have the bad. And, he played that role pretty well. So I would definitely say
Another
that.
one?
Another one.
I don't hum like that.
I don't have another dislike. That's my only dislike.
Okay.
All right. You have any other dislikes?
Let's see. No. Are you doing Jeopardy?
Because you're thinking.
Well, actually, I'm still thinking. So we have to Jeopardy on one more time.
Any?
Yes.
Okay.
So this was funny, and I didn't like it.
Okay.
Well, my dislike. It was when shark. So it was when Snake got a pop thing. So it was when the hamster was trying to be nice to the. Was trying to say, this is how you show kindness with food. With the snake and the shark. Remember? And there was this
when he ate all the hamsters?
No! The ice pop. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
That was funny and dislike. So it was when he was holding the ice pop, and okay, it was when he was holding the ice pop, and he was trying to give it to his friend, and he was like, like it was scared. And the shark said, "Pop me," and he was like, and then he ate it up, and then the shark ate the snake. I didn't like that the shark ate the snake, and I also didn't like that the snake didn't even just give the ice pop to his friend. So that was my other dislike. Any other dislike for you?
No, I think that's all I have.
Wait, what about this? Wait, this discussion something? So we could, like,
All right, those of you that are in the Facebook group, thank you for your comments. I did post something in there. If you could please click on that so we can see who you are. But shout out to Courtney Harden. Thank you for tuning in. That was the one that said, "Hey BS3, happy Memorial Day. We appreciate your comments." All right, so
that one?
that's a comment that I put in there. So there was some pretty cool highlights in this movie. I would definitely suggest you check it out if you have kids or don't. It's a really good movie, I think, just for a family, and it's got some funny moments in it. If you've seen the preview, you probably laughed at something. All right, what's next up on the list, Ari?
Can you do a Jeopardy instead of a drum roll?
No, you can do drum roll.
Why?
All right, next up.
Funniest moments. Go first.
All right, there was quite a few funny moments in this movie.
Do two.
The first one was, which I already mentioned, it was the shark. When he said he was pregnant. Obviously, he was a male shark, and he couldn't have a baby. So then he said, "Oh, I'm actually not pregnant. I forgot." And he got up and he ran away. That was a funny moment. The other funny moment was there was a cop in the movie.
Oh yeah.
She walked funny the entire movie. She was pretty funny. And I don't know if they were trying to make her funny, but she was funny. So that was definitely another funny moment. And there was really a lot of them that I laughed. And I'm not saying this to just say for you guys to watch it, but it was a really entertaining movie for that particular reason. So, no, go ahead. Funny moments.
Well, I have three. One was definitely when the shark acted like he was pregnant. Two was when
Oh, keep talking.
So two was when Wolf, he was trying to shake the lady fox's hand, but instead of shaking it, he literally took her ring while trying to shake it. Like that was
Yeah, that was
sneaky.
That was sneaky. And that was a funny moment too.
Yeah.
So that was a mixture of both.
And my last funny moment, which is like I said, my last. What? Oh yeah, was when. Well, wait. What was your second?
My second one was the cop and how she
Oh
was
yeah,
walking.
the cop.
The
house she was walking. Yeah, that was my last one. Now, I
let him pick it up.
I can't pick it up. I'm using my foot.
Just keep talking.
So now our last one is, what would you change? Well, our next one is, what would you change?
All right.
But we are going to take a break real quick.
Just pick it up.
Okay, fine.
All right. So yeah, next up we're going to talk about what would you change in the movie. You want to go first?
Yes. The first, I would change two things. One, I would change the shark. The shark himself. Instead of it being a he, it being a she. So then when she said when he said I'm not your baby, they would actually believe it because besides it would actually be a girl instead of a boy. So
Yeah.
that would make more sense and would make it easier for his crew to.
Right. To be able to do what they were trying to do.
Yeah. And then my second one was to change Snake, like to change how Snake was saying that he didn't like uh, birthdays. So then change it to him saying I love birthdays. So then he would actually be happy instead of mad.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Your turn. Just two.
Let's see. Appreciate my man CJ Boyd. Thank you for tuning in. Go ahead. Yeah.
It didn't work.
You gotta click actually on the thing. Let's use the mouse. All right. Appreciate you, CJ, for tuning in.
Good evening.
CJ is a part of the Elevate podcast on Thursdays right here on BS3 TV. Courtney has a show on Saturdays on BS3 Network / BS3 TV. So thank you guys for tuning in. All right. So what would I change? So what I would change, I would change. I didn't like how the guy stole the mayor's ring, like when he first met her.
Yeah.
I didn't like that part. I know they were thieves, obviously, but
yeah, both of them were thieves. But part. I think when he was meeting her, I think he stole it not just because he was a bad guy, but maybe because
Yeah, I didn't think he needed to do that. I think that kind of got him probably off track some.
I think he just wanted to do it because she's the mayor and
he wanted to prove he could steal from her.
No, he's a wolf. She's a fox.
Yeah. So I would change that. I would also change.
Oh wait, Jeopardy music.
You big dummy.
That's not the Jeopardy music.
That is it?
No, that's it. You big dummy. That's not the Jeopardy music.
Oh.
That's the Jeopardy music. You're right.
I didn't mean that.
So basically, the other part that I would have changed probably.
Oh wait, what about when the snake was mean? To the shark with the pop thing?
When the snake ate all of
that
I would probably change that.
Oh, can I pick it?
Yeah, go ahead. Use the mouse. Appreciate you.
CJ?
You gotta click on the actual thing where it says show. Yeah. CJ said, Ben, you got a blazer on with a pocket inside out. Okay, fancy. This is a pocket silk, my friend. It's a pocket silk. Yeah, Saturdays I kind of step it up a little bit. We're gonna have a segment a little bit later with my cousin will be coming on.
Lamo, what movie y'all reviewing?
It's called The Bad Guys. You'll probably enjoy it. You can watch it with your son. That is your.
I think it was the grandma. Or is that no?
Your godfather.
Oh.
Brother Watkins, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you.
What's up, family?
Yep. So yeah, it's called The Bad Guys, and it's available in theaters. It's also on Amazon Prime. You do have to pay for it because it's not all the way released, but I would highly suggest you checking it out. All right, what do we have up next?
Up next, we got favorite character, and we did talk about that a few hours ago.
We did. So CJ said, what's it's about?
Why did he say it like that? What's it's about?
So basically, it's about
bad guys,
bad characters
that are animals who then their mindset changed to actually being good.
Be good guys, yeah.
But the hamster just gets them into this like plan, and then he takes over I'm not gonna give you the whole point, but he just takes over certain. He thinks it will take over the whole world, but it won't. So
yeah. And they're so the animals are, let's say this, a snake,
wolf. Wait,
wolf.
we could just move.
So they're all kind
we
of.
could just move. Like,
Well, you
not
can't really
this
see it that well. So they're all there. There's a wolf, there's a snake, there's a shark, there's a piranha, and a tarantula. So those are all kind of animals that people are like afraid of. Oh, okay. So the hamster became, he became the bad guy.
Yeah. So
the hamster was portraying himself as a good guy, but he actually became the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to go through some of the comments?
Yes, please.
Educating Brother Ben, that's a whole other level. Appreciate you.
What is he? Wait, what does my godfather mean?
Said, hey, goddaughter. Thank you, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We got to definitely meet up soon or see each other soon. He said, okay, so the hamster, he became the bad guy. He started off as the good guy, portraying himself as a good guy. Portraying, which means he was acting like he was the good guy.
Oh, yeah.
All right, what I'm going to do, what I'm going to do here,
word.
What I'm going to do here while we're talking is I'm going to, oops, the wrong one. I'm going to pull up a photo of the movie banner so you guys can see it.
It's already there.
And well, I'll put it in front. So this is what the kind of characters look like here. So
I can scoot into them. They don't see us, but
all right. So go ahead. We are on favorite character.
You go first.
All right.
You can pick. Just so you know, you can pick more than one favorite character.
I only have one.
Well, I have two.
And it was the shark. The shark was my favorite character. He was actually, if anybody's ever seen The Office.
Wait.
He was Craig Robinson from The Office. The guy, he's in the Pizza Hut commercials too. He got the afro.
Oh wait, you mean
yeah, Craig Robinson.
Oh, you mean that man with the afro
perfectly
hair?
Shaped afro. Yep.
Oh yeah, with the Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut guy. So yeah, he was my favorite character, hands down. He had probably not all, but he had a lot of funny moments in the movie. If you know him in any other role he's been in, he's funny. And this one was perfect. So he was my favorite character.
I have two favorite characters. One of the favorite characters that I have is from my mom. She has a favorite character. Even though she's not on the show, I'm going to tell you anyway. My mom's favorite character was the wolf because my mom liked that he was slick.
Yeah. The wolf, the wolf was a pretty sneaky guy. He was able to get away with a lot of, they were all thieves, but he was able to get away with a lot of stuff because he was just so sneaky. And he was funny too.
Yeah.
And that was Sam Rockwell. If you look up the name, you've probably seen him in a variety of different things.
So my first favorite character was anyway the wolf because he was sneaky, and then my other favorite character was the not wolf.
I'll say this: I did like the snake.
Fox.
I did like the snake. The snake was funny, and there was a moment in the movie where he ate all of the hamsters.
Mm-hmm. and he was trying to save them.
They were trying to save the hamsters, and he ate all of them. So that was the funny part.
He didn't eat all of them, but he ate a lot of them.
He ate a lot. All right.
There was like 5 of them left.
Yeah, and they all ran away as fast as they could. All right, what's up next for you? What's up next on the list?
I haven't finished mine.
You still have another favorite character?
I still do, yes.
Okay, go ahead.
My other favorite character was the fox because she was pretty sneaky and cool. Well, she was cool because she had all those cool gadgets.
Mm-hmm.
So I would actually be her. Also, so then I could get to wear the cool ring.
Yeah, she was. I agree. That was a pretty cool character.
Oh wait, we have some others. Can I pick it?
Go ahead.
Wait, not this one.
This is the last one. We already did that one.
Oh, sorry.
So that's how it ends. The snake ate everyone.
No, he only ate the. No way.
No. That wasn't it. So go
He
ahead.
just ate all the hamsters.
Yeah, that was a part of the movie. Go ahead and tell them the ending.
The ending was where they all were good guys, but they still acted a little bad. But they got to have their own fancy. Well, the wolf got to have his new fancy black car that he had already.
Mhm.
He got to have it back, and he got to just drive in it and do like and look fancy. So yeah, that was what.
So the ending
ending
of it was they all became good guys.
Mm-hmm.
They went from bad guys to good guys. All right, next.
Wait, also the ending was that the hamster was in jail.
Yes, that was another good point. All right, next up.
What was actually no? Yeah, what no? Best action part.
Action parts. You go first.
No, you.
All
Besides,
right, you go first.
No, I went first last time.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Okay, so best action.
Yes, I didn't.
Okay,
I went last.
Go ahead.
You went the other. Okay, so the best action part for me was definitely when at the end when they were all driving in that nice car. Like that was my really fun best action part.
Cool. My favorite action part was at the beginning of the movie.
I know what that is.
Never getting chased by the cops.
Yeah.
That was my favorite action part because they were able to get away, like like nothing ever happened.
Yeah,
but that was pretty cool.
But the police, she was like when
she was hanging out of the car trying to chase him.
Well, trying to grab him, but then the wolf said, I don't know what her name was, just said Chief blah blah, but he said Chief blah blah, look out, and then a car was about to hit her, so she had to get past it, and she was like a paper. She was like paper, like.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, do you have anything else? Wait, you haven't went.
I did go. The one that we're being chased by the police at the beginning of the movie. That whole scene where they were inside of the ball or wherever they were. That was a good action scene.
Oh, it wasn't a ball, but it was
like an award ceremony, I think.
For the golden dolphin.
Right. So that was a cool moment.
We're not talking about cool moments.
Well, that was a good action moment.
Yeah. Wait, now can I be?
Go ahead, use the mouse. One at the bottom.
Mm-hmm. We didn't do this one.
You did.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Who's that?
That's my godmother.
Thank you for tuning in. Definitely that you should check this out. Leave the paper up there. Okay,
wait, can I pick someone? Okay.
All right, what's up next? Stay focused.
I am focused.
Okay.
Last thing, well, not last, but next, most important of all, special moment.
All right, special moment. I went first last time.
No,
so
you didn't.
Go first. Yes, I did.
No, you didn't. I went first. Remember, the last time.
I went first. Okay, I'll say it.
I went first. Yes, I did.
Okay, so
you
special
said last
moment,
time that you went.
Special moment was when the mayor, Foxington, and the wolf were talking to each other.
Oh yeah, they were dancing. That was
and he said, "Hey, you need to." Well, no, the part when she gave him the ring back, and she said, "Hey, this is up to you, and I believe in you, and you can change." So I thought that was a special moment.
My special moment was when the wolf and the fox danced. That was actually really cool.
That was cool, and a special moment too.
Yeah, so that was my special moment. Any other special moment?
No, I think that was it.
Okay, next on our list. Okay, we're going fast with this though. Next on our list is final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Drum roll. And
done.
Go ahead. Final thoughts.
You went first. Wait. No. I went. No. Fine. I think. Final thoughts was I just think that the movie was really good. and I really liked it. So I think that you guys should watch it because I really liked it.
Cool.
That was deep in. Okay.
Appreciate you.
What did,
I think he was
mean
talking
by
about the point where I mentioned with the when the Foxington was meeting with the wolf and told him that he can change and that he can be better.
Oh yeah, that was.
It has some good moments in it. Definitely that'll help you understand that you can change from bad to good. If you had some bad moments or some bad times, you can change.
We didn't do this.
Go ahead, click on it. All right. So my final thought is that this was definitely a good movie. We had it on our list. We watched it, and it definitely, I think, lived up.
But it took a really long time for you to think about it.
But it definitely lived up. It lived up to the hype. With that, like I said, you should check it out. And this was probably one of the best ones we've done. Don't
Sorry. Why?
This is probably one of the best ones we've done out of all the movies that we've done so far. So, all right.
I'm scared about this. I'm scared to say it. How has this happened so fast?
Well, we're moving up. We're moving up, Sister Watkins. We got a mixer. We're moving up in the game. So, and she's been wanting a drum roll.
The sound effect.
She's been wanting a drum roll for a long time. So.
Yep. And it's finally here.
We made it happen. All right. What's next step?
I'm scared to say it, but I'm still gonna say it. Drum roll. And that was your favorite too. It is great.
All right. So in our movies,
just so you know, A to F.
Yes. A to F. Yes. If you've seen it,
F was the worst. A was the best. Actually no, A plus to F. F was the worst. A plus was perfect.
And so that's the grades that we give in this show. If you have seen it, you can go ahead and give your grade. And my lady, you can go first.
Why did you say my lady?
That's just like a nice way to say it.
Thanks. And I am your daughter too. Y'all killing them with
the sound effects.
Okay. LOL.
Yeah, man. We definitely.
Another
one? We rolling with
it. Is this one?
No. He said I'm gonna give it an A because y'all did. Hey, it's definitely worth it, man. All right, go ahead.
Well, actually, you go first because I went first last time. I did.
I don't believe you, but
I did.
I would give it an A. It was funny. It had some special kind of tear-jerking moments.
Tear dripping? You mean?
Jerking. Like that means it made you cry sometimes.
Oh.
So it was funny. It was for the family. It had some special moments in it. And it lived up to the hype. Because the preview, if you've seen the preview, you probably laughed. And, it wasn't just one or two funny moments. It was funny throughout the whole movie. So I'll give it an A.
I'm going to give it an A plus. It was a really good movie. And I really liked it. So I would have to say I just have to give it an A.
Cool.
Now, for me, Ari's tips.
All right, this is a part of the show
where it's all about the tips, and I get to say them.
Yep, Ari's going to give you some tips of some future movies that are out or coming out.
Well, tips on the bad guys. You should definitely see it because it's a really good movie, really good. And what's coming out is positive. Wait, I can't say that.
So just go ahead.
I can't say this.
Go ahead, you can say it.
Paws of Furry is coming out. It's not in theaters yet, but Paws of Furry is coming out July 15th. Can I say this one? But I'm going to say this one.
No, we already did that one.
Sorry.
Don't do the ones you crossed out.
Not this one?
Don't do the ones you crossed out. You can do the other ones.
DC Super League of Pets, July 22. Mm-hmm. Chip and Dale, which is on Disney Plus. If you don't have Disney Plus, I think you can find it in the movie theater.
Is it out now?
Yeah, it's out. So if you have Disney Plus, then you can watch it.
Let me say this real quick. Anybody that grew up Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers,
which was a show.
I was kind of back in the
This is the
Back in the
Chip-and-Go
day,
Rescue
but they're-
Rangers movie.
Yep, they're bringing it back. So, all right, go ahead. Excuse me.
But it was just a show.
Yeah, scoot over so you can see your forehead. There. All right, go ahead.
Sneakerella on Disney Plus, which is really just half of Cinderella, except there's sneakers in it. So that was actually a really good movie. It's a really musical movie.
Oh, it is.
So you should watch it.
There's a ton of music.
It's as musical as The Greatest Showman, which I'm happy that I haven't watched it in a really long time.
A sneakerhead and Cinderella, basically.
Sneakerhead?
All right.
I can't wait to see, but I can't wait to see it. Do you think it's better than Zootopia? Come on.
It's a good question.
Well, Zootopia isn't a musical.
No, is Bad Guys better than Zootopia?
Oh. Yes, because it has people, and Zootopia only has animals. I would just have to say that.
I would say no. Zootopia is up there, in movies for me. So I would say no, it wasn't better than Zootopia.
Wait,
but
why?
I don't know. I like Zootopia better. I think it had a really good.
Actually, what? Another?
Is it better than SpongeBob? It's better than SpongeBob.
Yes, it's better. Okay, I would have to say this Zootopia actually is better than Bad Guys, even though there is people in it. Zootopia has more action than the Bad Guys.
Good. Good job. I like what you did there. Yeah, fist bump. All right.
And this.
All right. So you gave your tips. Anything else you want to add?
Well, before I leave, please make sure to check out the Bad Guys. Please check out Chip and Dale, and please check out Sneakerella because that's an amazing musical movie. So please.
All right. So we want to thank you guys for tuning into this part of the show. We are going to take a break. Ari's going to step away. When I come back, I'll be doing the Creating Our Minds basketball recap. We got some highlights. We'll be talking about the April 30th games and also have some details of what's coming up next. And then also the last segment of the show where I have Tracy Killian who'll be coming back on with our monthly style segment, and we'll be talking some NBA playoffs. So thank you everybody for tuning in. Ari, I want to tell the people bye.
Bye.
And we'll see you guys next time. I don't know when, but you will know because we will post it.
It will be next Saturday. Well, the next Saturday after.
It depends because you're gonna be going out of town. So we'll let you know when we come back. We'll have it posted to our social media. So make sure to follow at BS3 Network on all avenues of social media so that you can be on top of what we have coming up next. So once again, Ari and Daddy Show, the Bad Guys review. Make sure to go check that out. And we will see you guys next time. I'll be back in a couple of seconds. We're going to play a promo for our Black Business of the Week. It is called Taste Buds Popcorn. They're in Concord, North Carolina, but you can also order from them. So check this out, and I'll be right back.
Here, make Taste Buds Popcorn your one-stop shop for all your gift-giving needs. We offer the perfect solution to make your holiday gifting pop. Corporate gifts, holiday gifts, gifts for your staff and coworkers. With options like tins, sampler trios, gift boxes, or individual bags, we can make your gift-giving memorable this year. Amazing holiday flavors are available for a limited time. White chocolate peppermint, snickerdoodle, pumpkin spice latte, gingerbread, eggnog, and many more. Taste Buds Popcorn has been seen on NBC, Fox, and CBS. Winner of Retailer of the Year, Best of Weddings for the Knot magazine, and featured in Food Network magazine.
All right, we are back with Late Night with BS3, going on to our next segment of the show, which is the Creating Our Minds Undiscovered League recap. And I'll say this: if you are a Black business owner, or you have a business, a Black-owned business, reach out to us so that we can promote your business, and you'll be able to contact us on any avenues of social media at BS3 Network. Like I said, the other is you can send us an email, contact at bs3network.com. All right, so we're going to switch gears here to the Creating Your Minds Basketball League, like I mentioned. So just to give you a little bit of rundown, if it's your first time of hearing me discuss this, it's a basketball league that helps young men build, really their career on and off the basketball court. It also gives them the tools to be successful, like I said, on and off the court, and as well as, really making them strong young men. So we have a couple of games that they had on April the 30th that we're going to touch on. Like I said, we also will have Tracy Killian coming up on the show here in just a little bit. So we had two games. Ben, you hoop in the league. I don't hoop in that league, but I do cover the league. Yeah, I haven't hooped in a while, but that may be something we could do, though. That may be something we could do. We could definitely get the next BS3 event we do, have a little picnic. We can do some basketball. But yeah, I don't hoop in the league, though. Appreciate that comment. You said, never mind, I didn't hear the rest. All right, so you can visit either one of the websites, which is creatingyourminds.org or cymtv.org. You'll be able to check out more information. All right, so there was two games on tap. This is for, like I said, April the 30th, and this is the Creating Your Minds Undiscovered League. Like I said, I do have some highlights. So we had, and let me say this: it's a running clock, so it's kind of a version of the G League, a version of, a basketball league that helps to kind of funnel young men to different leagues around the world, possibly in the NBA and the G League, pretty much all over. So that's kind of the idea. A BS3 basketball game. That would, definitely. That's something we definitely need to do in the future at the next BS3 event that we have. So there was some games on April the 30th. We had Team Blue versus Team Steel. So a lot of teams play on, a lot of guys play on multiple teams. It's kind of an open run, if you will, where guys come out and they compete against each other, and it's competitive. But it's a running clock. They play 4 quarters. They play the games at Lake Dallas on Saturdays. So before I get into the games, let me give you their upcoming schedule. So they had games today. They had their Undiscovered League Pro Camp today, which was May 28th from 11 to 5. They have a coach by the name of Jason Maxill. Jason Maxill used to play in the G League. In the Big Three. He also played in NBA for the Pistons, and he's a coach in the league. They also have Mathis Crowder. He's a coach in the league. So coming up in June, they'll have June 11th and June the 25th from 11 to 4. They'll have the Summer League, which will be at Lake Dallas High School. And then July 11th and 12th, they will have their Vegas Pro Camp, which I will be going to that. And I've been covering them for about, I think this is the second year. So I'll be coming to going to Vegas with them July 11th and 12th. So I'll give you guys more information about that if you're in the area. All right, so we had April 30th set of games. The first one was Team Blue versus Team Steel. Early on in the game, Team Blue was up 19-11. Going into the second quarter, 45-23, Team Blue was still up. 61-28, Team Blue pulling away even further, and then 79-40, Team Blue pulling away with the win. And so they don't have necessarily, team actual names. They just kind of give them whatever jerseys that they'll have for that day, and then sometimes they'll swap off into other jerseys. But it's helping these guys improve on their game. and giving them an opportunity to play around other former pro players, guys that have played in college, guys that have played in the NBA and the G League, and overseas. So this was the score in the first game. Like I said, 79-40. Team Blue pulls off the win in a major way. That's and that's kind of how these NBA playoffs have been going. It's been a blowout or not. It's kind of what it's been. But let's get to the stat sheet so you can see what some of the guys did. Jonathan Daniels in double-digit points with 13. Austin Lindsay with 16. KT Boachman with 25. And Austin Wire with 20. That was Team Blue. Most of the guys were in double digits except two guys. Going over to Team Steel, you had two guys who were actually brothers. Chinuti Ube with 18 and Chika Ube with 13. Points from turnovers. This was the major thing. 36-2. Points in the paint, 48-8. There was some major reasons why Team Blue pulled away with it. And then 24-5 on fast break points. One of the videos I have is on Jason Maxill. So check this out. You can get kind of a little more information on him and what he's doing in the Undiscovered League.
You're first. You're right. You second. Come off the fight. Switch this. Yeah, get Brian out. Get Brian. Get Brian. Say mad dog. It's a half 1-2-2 half court trap.
Very nice highlight reel put together. Dope beat playing. That was by AFI in Corp. He does a really good job with the highlights for this league. So he continues to put out some really some really good content. And also I'll say some of these guys have been playing together for a couple of years in this league. And again, it helps get them opportunities overseas. They've had guys that have been able to play in Portugal, guys that have been able to play really around the world, and also getting tryouts for NBA teams as well. And what they really help to do is really to push them and get them opportunities that they possibly won't get somewhere else. So in the other game, I wanted to point this out. The team that won, most of those guys have been playing together for about 2 years. The other team looks like was put together with some other players from other areas, but definitely entertaining game. The other game on tap was Team Purple versus Team Red. This was another blowout win. Team Purple losing 18-5 in the first quarter, 46-24 in the second quarter, 70-37 in the third, and then 96-61. Team Red ends up really blowing them out in this one. And again, referencing to the playoffs, it's another. A lot of these games were blowout or not in the NBA playoffs. So that was the same in this April 30th set of games in the CYM Undiscovered League. Like I said, you want to get more information, creatingyourminds.org, cymtv.org. Pay $20 a month. You get access to the games by going to cymtv.org. Go to Lake Dallas High School. They have games on Saturdays. I'll circle back around and give you information on the future schedule that's coming up. So let me bring back to the April 30th set of games. So 96-61, Team Red ends up blowing them out. Shane Granger for Team Purple with 16 points. The Ube brothers again with 14 each, and that's Chinoti and Chika. Hopefully, I said those names correctly. Team Red with led by Drew Harbor with a huge day, 37 points. Austin Lindsay with 22. Drew Harbor with 11 rebounds as well. Andrew Flynn and Charlie Gutierrez with 11 points on the day. The big time stat. Yeah. That was a big time blowout, for sure. So big time stat was points from turnovers. If you watch basketball at all, when you get a turnover, the object obviously is to capitalize on it. And they had 32 points off of turnovers to 0 with Team Purple. Points in the paint, 52-22. Another blowout in that respect. Second chance points, 23-16. Fast break points, 30-16. And also 11-9 on bench points. So once again, winners of the day, Team Red. This is for, like I said, April the 30th. Team Red and Team Blue with big time wins. The player of the day, I'm going to go with Drew Harbor, dropping 37. 11 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and a block. So Drew Harbor, shout out to you, man, putting in work. All right, so I got a couple of highlights I'm going to get to. Before I do that, I do want to bring up the future schedule for the CYM League. They had games today. Those are already over. You won't be able to check those out. But they got Summer League games coming up July 11th, July 25th. If you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, they'll be playing at Lake Dallas High School. Games starts at 11, so it'll be going from 11 to 4. So you can check it out on those 2 dates, as well as they'll be in Vegas July 11th and 12th. I'll be there in Vegas with the team and covering them there. Maybe doing some commentating. So definitely go to cymtv.org if you want to check out the games, and or you can check them out in person, like I said. All right, so let's get into the rest of the highlights here. And then we'll bring on our next guest as we round out the show. All right, so that was a highlight reel put together. You've seen Jason Maxill, former Big Three, former NBA player, play for the Detroit Pistons. And I, like he said, you never know who's in the building when it comes to this league, because they have connections pretty much everywhere. So you never know who's watching. And honestly, that's in life. You know, you never know who's watching when your next opportunity will come. Same thing with life, with podcasting, with sports, whatever. You never know who's watching, so continue to put in your best effort. All right, and this last thing is another great promo put together by AFI and Corp. He put together a nice little promo. I wanted to play this real quick. Then we will take a break, and when we get back, we will get into the Tracy Killian style segment and talking NBA playoffs. See you in a minute.
Creating high expectations for young individuals using their minds to develop in the Undiscovered League.
right, so welcome back. Late night with BS3. You're normally seeing the time at 9 p.m. Central when we go live. We're moving it up to 8. Hopefully, it gives East Coast people and Texas people some time to tune in so it's not as late. Before I bring on my next guest, I'll also say this: make sure to check out the Roku channel. We have on-demand content on there, so we don't just have live shows on there. We have on-demand content on there as well, where you're able to check out all of the whatever shows live. You're able to check it out on demand. Also, we have a variety of other content on there. We have movies, we have films, we have music videos. We're also looking to add cooking shows. We're looking to add lifestyle shows. So do-it-yourself type content, and the website. Also, if you don't have Roku, bs3tvlive.com. You're able to check out all of the on-demand content. All right, so let's bring up our next guest, the one, the only. Tracy Killian got me fitted with this coat. We kind of mixed it up this time around. But how you doing?
Good. How you doing out there, cuz?
Good, man. You looking good. Looking good. Hair looking good. Beard looking good. Suit looking good. So you're killing it tonight.
Oh yeah, I'm liking that blazer. Bringing it back and nice fit as always. So
Definitely. So newcomers tuning in, we partner together once a month, and we come up with a new fit that Tracy puts together and that I wear, and also I'll post a photo of it. So if you see some photos on social media of me wearing new fits, that's in coordination with Tracy Killian Styling. So that is his Instagram handle. You can go and check him out there. Also, we're going to get into the website tonight as well, and kind of what you can, how you're able to work with him, what he does, and so we're going to dive into that tonight as well on this show. So first off, this is a blazer that we actually put together with a different fit, and this is a shirt that I kind of thought matched well with it. So this is kind of what we put together today. If you want to talk about yourself and what you have and what you're wearing.
this is actually a custom suit. So this one's nice, little bit of blue. Again, like I've always mentioned when I'm wearing the suits on here, it's hard to see the fine details through the camera. So it's something to see in person more than what you can view right now. But same thing with the tie. It's hard to see things through the camera. So with the white shirt, with some wine-colored shoes and a belt to match. So it's kind of just something that started the day off, nice work look that you can kind of transition into, make it more casual later in the night, pop the tie off, maybe change the shirt, but good all-around suit to me. I like this color, especially this time of year.
Yeah, definitely. And we're in the heat. Obviously, we're in the heat of summer. If you live in Texas, you know exactly what I'm talking about, because it was 90? I think it was 91 today. I think it was 99 the last day. So you definitely need something, I think, that's summer fitting as we're getting closer to it. I don't think we've actually hit summer yet, but Texas has already hit summer. We're already feeling the heat at this point.
It's getting like that out here. It finally cooled off a couple months.
Yeah. It don't take long for that heat to kick in. But wanted to kind of talk about May. May is obviously Mother's Day. Mother's Day kind of already passed, but it's kind of Mother's Day to kind of slash last month we talked about spring looks. But if you want to take your mom out, what would you say are some things that you can wear that you can maybe coordinate with your mom, or just something that you could wear knowing it's going to be a little bit higher temperatures?
Oh yeah, definitely. If you're going to be making sure you're taking pictures and stuff, if you want to try to coordinate something, I would say just go with a nice T-shirt that definitely coordinates well with her colors that she's wearing. Maybe even a shirt that is her favorite color. Doesn't have to be too fancy, depending on where you're going. Now, if you're going for a brunch versus a dinner, this can be two completely different looks. I would always consider a brunch look a little more casual. You might not even need a jacket sometimes. Dinner, depending on if you're going to a fancy restaurant or not, you probably want to have that jacket even when it is hot. It's just kind of one of those things that it's one of those formalities. Same thing kind of with what both of us got going right now. The temperature is hot, but you still got to put on the layers just to complete your look. I'd probably lose the tie normally for something with your mom, so you're not kind of dressing too flashy. But
yeah, I agree. Short sleeve is where it's at right now. Trying to wear a long sleeve, trying to wear slacks, trying to wear corduroys or something, which you should. Yeah, as a grown man, I don't know if you should be wearing corduroys anyway, but that's another story.
they're coming back. They're coming back.
They coming back? Okay.
I've been seeing. I almost wanted to get some a couple weeks ago. So
yeah, when I was a kid, the corduroys was so hot, man. You just couldn't wait to get home to take those corduroys off. But yeah, but you're right. A lot of things are coming back into style, back into form. So I definitely get that. And also I'll say too, as we're kind of exiting spring, going into summer, shorts are definitely, I think, vital. And you really hooked me up with some good shorts that were kind of a khaki, chino type style. So those, and I'm gonna be wearing those tomorrow, because those are definitely, they fit great, they feel great, and so you don't want to have anything on too hot and too overly to make you too hot. So if you want to talk about any spring looks and colors that are in right now.
Oh yeah, definitely. And then back to the shorts. First off, it is time to transition. Most guys, we gotta get out of the jean shorts if anyone's still rocking those, and the cargo. It took me a long time to get rid of the cargo shorts, but yeah, I feel like at this time, style-wise, like you said, chino style shorts, even athletic shorts, as long as they're not just straight basketball shorts with the holes in them and stuff. Right. Is almost more acceptable than that cargo shorts these days. Now, I know some guys won't let go of their style. It takes me a long time to let go of certain things in my style, but yeah, definitely the brighter pastel type colors on the shorts is definitely a hot thing for the spring. Definitely if you're trying to make a statement as far as something different that you maybe not wear, lime green, mint green, even yellow. Florals, pink, not, I wouldn't say too dark of red, but bright red, bright blue, just like we were talking about a couple shows ago, kind of just going in with the season. So flowers are blooming, flowers are out, so you want to make your look kind of go with the environment. So
yeah, definitely.
Save for the winter.
Definitely the flower type shirt, the floral type shirt, the kind of the if you're going to the beach, that Tommy Bahama type, shirt, those are perfect, especially when it's hot outside. Short sleeves are in for sure right now at this time. So I would and also, man, I would say get yourself a nice hat. I've worn 2 hats so far. Shout out to Dapper Fam. I'm reaching out to y'all again, so y'all can be a sponsor of BS3 Network. Because man, I got 2 hats. I bought a hat for my dad, and I'm probably gonna buy more. But they're definitely comfortable, definitely perfect for this, this time and this season. So that's another avenue of what you should be looking at. Even if you're not a hat guy, you can definitely go out and get one because it goes well with what you're wearing.
And all styles of hats, even baseball hats still work pretty much these days, anytime. Fit it or snapback, whatever. It's really just anything to help you. It's going to give you functionality as well, keep the sun out of your eyes, give you a little bit of shade. So it's going to help you too, besides make yourself different.
Yeah, definitely. So you wanna go to the website? You wanna talk NBA playoffs first?
Let's probably jump into the playoffs first. I
Okay.
already got that in front of me right now.
Okay, cool. All right, so NBA playoffs, man. We already have one team in the finals. The Warriors have advanced. They beat the Mavs. The Mavs, they got one game, which I'm surprised they got this far. I think they were the Atlanta Hawks of this year. You remember Atlanta Hawks went to the conference finals. I believe they went to the conference finals that year against Miami, and a lot of people were like, "Wow!" I mean, the Hawks are back. Or not back, but the Hawks are going to be, are going to be here, and they're going to be in the conference finals every year now. They be making noise and all of that. And I think that was early for that team, but I'm happy for how far the Mavs made it, because I think they're a year or two maybe ahead, and but they're building the team together. I think Jason Kidd was the big time reason why they were able to make this leap. But the Warriors were too much, too many weapons. Even when the Mavs were up in games, I'm talking about 10, 15, 20, the Warriors came back, and they're just a better team. I don't think anyone disagrees with that. And the Warriors moved on, and they're back the sixth time in 8 years, which is beyond crazy, with the same nucleus with Steph, Clay, and Draymond. So if you want to touch on this series.
Oh yeah, first off, it was kind of disheartening. They had to kind of put the cousins on the other sides of the bench, so we were riding together with our whole North Carolina through the NCAA. And then gets to the NBA time, and it's like, oh man, one of our teams is going down. So,
Yep.
yeah, it was a nice series, obviously on my end, to watch the Warriors winning. But like you said, the Mavericks are definitely building. I've never watched Luka or too much of the Mavericks at all. So this was my first chance really kind of catching them on a consistent basis. They had some good players, definitely young guys. So that's the biggest thing. It's going to be hard to beat the veterans that the Warriors are bringing to the table. And besides that, we had a lot of young guys stepping up. Jordan Poole, our rookie Kuminga, and Otto Porter. He was kind of in and out of injuries, but Otto Porter played a big part. It was also really sad not to see Gary Payton II getting some playing time after his arm got broken. But he'll be back next year, so we have a nice mix of, which I think is what you need to get to the finals, is the veterans that have done it and the young guys that are hungry to prove something to the league. So
yeah, you definitely need a mixture of both, especially in this current NBA, where you have so many super teams and you got so many guys that are partnering together with some of their friends and doing all of that. So yeah, you got to have a good mixture. And the good news is, I don't know if you heard, but Gary Payton II is supposed to be coming back for this for the final. So and they'll have a couple of days off, because it starts on, I believe it starts on the 2nd, if I'm not mistaken, when the NBA finals start. So they'll have quite a few days to get him back fully healthy. In addition, I'm hearing some rumblings that Andre Iguodala will be coming back too. So, you got, the more firepower the Warriors have, the better they're going to be, and that when they're at full strength, it's hard to stop them. So, the Golden State Warriors eliminate the Mavs with the Game 5 win. That was on Thursday. I believe that was on Thursday.
yeah,
They
Thursday.
return to the NBA Finals for the first time since 2019. So last year they had injuries. I'm not even sure if they made the playoffs. The year before that, yeah, the year before that they were in the playing game, basically riding on the back of Steph Curry. But this team is fully healthy, and I'll say this: it was great to see Clay out there, man. The injuries that he went through back to back years, the work that he put in to get back. I don't wish that on anybody, to have 2 ACL injuries back to back years. So I was glad to see him back. And I'm a little torn. I mean, I grew up in the Bay Area, so the Warriors do still have a place in my heart. People are like, oh, are you sad that the Mavs lost? I'm not sad. I was surprised that they got this far. So for me, for them even getting to the conference finals was a big leap. Now, next year, if this happens, yeah, I'll probably be sad because now my expectations are higher. And that's what happens when when your team makes it to the conference finals. But yeah,
And that's
Warriors are in.
and that's kind of my thing with being a Bay Area fan of any sport. I kind of just take it game by game anyway. So
Yeah,
seeing the
you got to.
Warriors, that third seed to get to the NBA finals, I mean, I wasn't expecting any of that when the playoffs started. I was like, all right, let's just watch some good games. We'll see if we can keep winning. And we turned it on at the right time of the year. So it is kind of something where I'm never putting my expectation on that we're just going to be taking the lead. Even when we were not sweeping, but taking those record setting
Yep.
record with our play in the
73
regular.
and 9.
Yeah, so even then it was like, all right, well, we still got to play every game. Like, so that's just something that happens. I feel like being a Bay Area sports fan, you can never take it for granted. You gotta just watch the games play out.
Right. You can't get too high, you can't get too low. As being a sports fan, period, you gotta have that mentality because a lot of people are over the top, over dramatic. Like Cowboys fans are like that. I mean, we think we're going to the Super Bowl every year. No team goes to the Super Bowl every year. So you can stop it. But yeah, what the Warriors did this year, it's not a surprise because they've been doing it. They had injuries one year. The other year, I think they were still trying to figure out what they were doing. And now this year, when you see them at full strength, what do you expect them to do? And especially, I tell people this all the time. They were in the finals without KD. They won 2 championships without him. So to say, oh well, it was just KD, that's a lie too because they've been to the finals without KD. KD was just icing on the cake. I mean, there's no way around saying that they weren't going to win with him. But they won 2 championships. They're going to be going for their 4th in 8 years, which I think is beyond amazing to be able to do that.
Oh yeah, and especially being outside of California, I know a lot of people hate on the Warriors trying to say we were building a super team, but when you really look at our roster, most of our players are drafted by the Warriors. So that's a little different than some of these other teams that are out buying all these free agents. We buy some young guy free agents that everyone else kind of
Right.
tosses away. We don't really build our team off the superstar free agent signing that KD was, but besides that, yeah, most of our guys are drafted from us and kind of grew up in our system.
Right, exactly. And that really shows you that they've been building this championship team. They had to build it from the ground up. I mean, they had to build it from the draft. They started doing it in free agency because people wanted to start coming there, but they had to start building it again through the draft. Like you mentioned, Kuminga. If Wiseman was healthy, he would probably be getting some playing time. Gary Payton II. Hell, the guy that's been balling out this entire playoffs pool, yeah, he was a draft pick. So again, that goes to tell you that. So we got one team already in the finals. We talked about the Warriors. We got a game 7 coming up tomorrow. There's no better thing than the game 7 in sports. I don't care what anybody says. There's nothing better than the game 7. Jimmy Butler dropping 47 on Friday. Game 7 coming up tomorrow against the Celtics. Really does not get any better than that. Both of these teams are going to be ready. Now, I picked the Celtics just because I think they're a younger team, younger mixed with older, and I think this is their time. Now, I want to see where they're playing. They're playing in Miami, so that is a negative for the Celtics. And I think obviously home court is a real thing. That's a real advantage. But I think the Celtics are going to pull it out. I think this is their year to finally make it to the finals with this nucleus with Tatum and Brown and Smart. The injury report is going to be interesting. I'm going to pull that up. But give me your thoughts on this Celtics versus Heat and this game 7.
Yeah, just the back and forth has been good. The Celtics have been really back and forth with everyone every round this year. So they're really scrappy. Going to be a tough team if they make it to the finals. I'd prefer them just team-wise this year. But for the Warriors' sake, I'd rather see the Heat. I think we could beat the Heat in the finals better than we would have a chance with the Celtics. The Celtics might give us a little bit of trouble just with their style of play. And like you said, they're young guys that are stepping up right now. We have answers for it, but we have to make our threes to kind of combat what they can bring to the table. With the Heat, I think it'll just be kind of like the rest of this playoffs has been for us, where as long as we dominate, because we start slow, but as long as we dominate, we'll kind of take the heart out of the other team. And the Heat, I don't think would have that fight to get the title from us. But Celtics against the Warriors, that would be a tough one. So I'm not trying to hate against the Celtics, but from a Warriors' sake, I'd rather see the Heat in the finals.
Rather see the Heat. I agree with you because I don't think the Heat can run with the Warriors at all. Especially when the Warriors go on those runs, which they did multiple times in this series versus the Mavs. I think the biggest thing with the Celtics and the Heat is the defense. So they're both really sound defensive teams, and Eric Spoelstra does everything possible to get these guys ready. They say he's a film rat. He's always watching film, and he's going to get his team ready to go. But I think I want to see the Celtics because I want to see a competitive series. And I think that Celtics versus Warriors could probably go 7 games because it's the young athletic team versus the mixture team when it comes to the Warriors. But I wanted to get to the injury report for this game 7 because we're not ahead of that. Tyler Hero is day-to-day for the Heat. Kyle Lowry, I love to say his name like that, with the Bad Boys reference. PJ Tucker's day-to-day. Marcus Smart's day-to-day. Robert Williams III is day-to-day. So you got a lot of day-to-days, and I think that's going to be a big deciding factor on who actually plays because they depend a lot. I'm talking about the Celtics depend a lot on Marcus Smart defensively. They also depend on Robert Williams, and they depend. And the Heat would love to have Kyle Lowry playing. They want Tyler Hero to play, so that is going to be a major deciding factor. But home court makes a difference. So he got a really good chance of winning. I think the Celtics are going to pull it out. I think we're going to have Celtics Warriors game 1 in the finals, and that's who I'm going with. Who are you going with for tomorrow's game 7?
I gotta pick the Heat just to root for my easier route to the title.
Easier matchup. I feel you. So we'll see what happens. I'll be watching that game tomorrow, and we'll see how it all goes down. But this has been definitely a up and down playoffs. Like I said, you have a blowout, a 30-point blowout one game, then you'll have a 5-point win the other game, then you have another blowout, and then it's just so back and forth. But I think the biggest thing is these teams, once they figure out they're losing by 20, 30 points, they just put in all the backups. It's like they give up and just say, we'll fight tomorrow, which I don't like that mentality. But for the Warriors, it worked because they had to do that in this series and the last series against Memphis. But you can't take days off when it comes to the finals because you're playing against a team that's just as dominant as you. So we'll see what happens, but I think we definitely got a competitive game 7 coming up tomorrow.
And then sometimes on the other end, I would say Steve Kerr left Steph and some of the stars in too long. Like the game's wrapped up, and I'm like, why is Steph getting fouled? Why is Steph tripping on his ankle? Why is he's running the risk of some injuries in these earlier rounds? But when we get these series over fast, at least we get some time to rest. So
yeah,
he knows what he's doing. He's the coach.
Right, that's true. And I think I didn't mean to pull that up yet, but I think that's smart coaching. You really got to decide how long you're going to keep the player in. Is it going to cause them to get injured? If you keep them in for too long, because that's how injuries happen sometimes. You keep guys in possibly for too long, or you're overworking them. And I think that's kind of the scary part of overdoing it. and that's probably the hard decision, for a coach. So we'll see. So we got Tracy Killian on the show with our monthly style segment. Make sure to follow him on social media, TK Styles 2K20. You see it right there. So you can follow him on Instagram. So we wanted to kind of go into the website tonight, also talk about your procedure and how everything works if they would like to work with you. So I'm going to pull up the website. You should be able to see us down at the bottom right. So you can still see us. We could also do it that way. I'm going to bring us back down to where we were. Well, actually, we could do it like that so you can see it as one of the.
I like the overlay view with the big website. Yeah. That one was working nice. Oh, there we go.
Got a whole bunch of options here. All right, here we go. This is one I wanted to do so you can get a field view. All right, so the website is tracykillianstyling.com. Give us a rundown of how the procedure works if they want to work with you.
Oh yeah, definitely. So I know there's been sometimes some confusion with people not knowing if I'm styling as far as being a fashion designer, but no, it's a personal stylist sessions. That's what you're signing up for, that personal shopper, or I can help organize the clothes you already have. So if you have a closet full of stuff and you don't know how to coordinate it properly, or even just to get it situated efficiently, that's something I can definitely help people with. Like we've mentioned before, the beauty of this whole business is that it's remote, so almost anything can be taken care of through a web call, like kind of how we're podcasting right now. You show me what you're looking at, we'll coordinate together. Like you and me have definitely done, get on the websites at the same time, and just I'll tell you, hey, check this page right here. You like this? Okay, you like that? All right, and then we go from there. So you don't have to be anywhere near me. You don't have to be in California. You can be anywhere. Now I prefer to work with people in America only, but I know there's probably people all out in YouTube or Instagram that see this, but definitely anywhere in America, just contact me.
Yeah.
So I guess.
And I'll go ahead and add to that real quick, is that Tracy is very personable. It's not because he's my cousin. He would do this really with anybody. And you would definitely walk through what works best for you, get your sizes early on. I think that was the key thing. And then from there on, you're pretty much rolling from there, as long as you see something that you like or he sees something. And early on into this, I told him, hey, put me in stuff that is completely different, something that I have not worn before. And that's how we got this thing started. And that's why I'm excited, still excited, and I'm wearing all types of stuff that I normally wouldn't wear, but the idea was to really get me outside the box. So yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, and keep in mind out there, all the viewers, we have not seen each other in person for 2 years, but we've done multiple months worth of outfits and looks all remotely. So this can happen with anyone. I don't, like Ben was saying, it doesn't have to be in person, and I'll work with you to find what works for you the best.
Right. Exactly. All right. So here's the main page. You want me to go to one of the links or on the toolbar or anything?
Check out the packages, so we can kind of show people the different options of what I have available for services.
All right. So here we go. Packages, selection/contact. Here it says 3 easy steps, if you want to touch on that.
Oh yeah, definitely. So the first thing that, like we just mentioned, everything's remote. Obviously, unless I know you in person, then I'll work with you in person. But yeah, we have the Zoom, WebEx, Meet, Skype, WhatsApp, or Google Meet. So pretty much whatever service you prefer, those seem to be the ones that are the most common and the best bit rate and such, so that we can not have any drag or anything like that for me. So that would be my first step, is just knowing that, get one of these programs if you don't, so that we can definitely go through the sessions. Kind of the beginning process would be the introduction interview. That's kind of just gonna have to, like you said, jump off the whole thing. You don't have to have your sizes for me yet at that point. And the beauty of that is it is going to be a free 30-minute to an hour session of us kind of just bouncing ideas off each other, me getting a taste of what you like as far as style, what you don't like as far as your style. So any questions you have for me about the process, any questions you have about the services, all those will be answered in that first session, free of charge, so that you can be comfortable with what I can provide for you service-wise. Something I do ask is have 3 examples of something that you're shooting for your look, and 2 examples of what you're trying to avoid. So either clothes you already have, show me the stuff that you're kind of trying to change from, or show me a picture. Hey, I just don't want you to put me in something that looks like that. So I can get a view of your taste, and if we need to expand out of that box, at least we know what your parameters are.
Right.
Service and scheduling. So after that first session, we'll kind of break down the scheduling through our sessions. Most packages are going to have multiple sessions. It's not something where I'm just going to work with you this one time. You give me some money and then clothes show up at your door. It's going to be a process. We'll work through things together. If we're doing something for a whole wardrobe, that may take more sessions than something like if you're just trying to get fit to go to a nice party, business meeting, or a nice date night or something. So the packages available, I like to color code them just for simplicity purposes. So you choose one of your packages, and we'll run down what those are. You schedule your session to your time frame, which, since it's remote, there is no time that I'm not going to be able to help you out. Obviously, I'm not going to be doing this too late at night, too early in the morning sometimes, but like I said, we'll coordinate it together. And then you pay through PayPal, and that's the 3 easy steps right there to getting your new looks going.
We have 3 packages: green, black, and ivory. Obviously, these are not $0, so we want to break down the pricing.
Yeah, that's kind of just starting you off with the free session to get the introduction going. The green package is what I consider kind of the easiest and fastest of any of these. Potentially, that's going to be organizing your closet. So like I mentioned before, you already have a nice wardrobe, you just don't know how to style it, or you don't even really care about your wardrobe. You just want to get more efficient with getting dressed when you do need to go to work, or you need to go out and you're not scrambling around here and there, your closet's messy. So with that, the first session, we'll do a nice walkthrough. You lay out all your items. So walkthrough kind of show me what kind of area I'm working with, so I know how much space you have and what kind of features you may need to add to your closet. Clear it out, get the items out of there. That takes about an hour. Second session, we'll kind of just go through things, decide what you still want and what you think you don't want to go through, and potentially donate or sell or whatever you want to do with it at that point. It takes about another hour. Third session is we're going to actually start showing you where to organize those items and the best way to place them. That could take up to about 2 hours. So that, like I said, a green package is something that we would do in probably one day. That's not going to be something that we're going to spread out across a couple weeks or anything. That's something that we'll probably take care of right then. So set a nice 4 to 5 hours of your day and get that taken care of. Let me see here. The black package, now it's going to be more so a one-time event. So that's like a black tie event, nice date night, important business meeting. Those we're going to have 2-hour sessions. On those, we'll consult through getting what you need, what you want to look like, your style that you want to present yourself with for that event. Plus, one of the bonuses that I'd like to throw in there that I don't know what other online personal stylists offer, but a day of style last minute check. So You can actually video call me right once you get dressed on the day of that event and make sure everything's fitting to the way you want. If you don't have your tie tied the way you want, your belt's a little crooked, all that, I can give you that final check to make sure you're ready to go and you're looking your best in case you feel not as confident as you need to be. For something like that package, you would acquire your own clothes. So it'd be kind of like a session that me and Ben have done where we'll work together through the websites that you can purchase your stuff from, or if you need me to find stuff personally, I can do that for you as well. Let's see. So Ivory would be next. Ivory is going to be for generally that's going to be a wedding package. So that's going to be more of a small setting type wedding. I don't necessarily want to be coordinating for multiple groomsmen. So if you have about you and 2 groomsmen, maybe you and 3 groomsmen, the biggest thing with me trying to style people is I wouldn't want to put that burden on your fellow groomsmen that you invite to your wedding, to them having to go purchase some items as well. So normally, as a stylist, I would suggest that the groom, if you want to have something really nice that stands out, you buy your stuff, but probably have your groomsmen rent. That's just going to make everything easier for them, simpler process. Wherever you go through for the renting, that company's going to be responsible for the items and taking care of the damages, cleaning, all that. And it's a way reduced cost to rent sometimes, depending on what you want to look like. But definitely Ivory packages, want to keep it to more small setting type weddings. Definitely a groom that may just be having nuptials with just him and the bride, but want to have something that's very classy and standing out. That could even be for a proposal as well. One of my first questions would be, do you want to rent or buy if you do have groomsmen? Same thing kind of as the black package. We're going to have 2-hour consults where we'll get all your styles figured out, what you're looking for, figure out how we're going to coordinate getting it to you. And another plus of that one, you do get that same day of style check. So video call me, have a session set up to where once you're dressed, we'll make sure you're happy with the way everything's looking before you get out there. You're feeling your best. Again, you would acquire your own items for something like that. Let me see. Next, we're going to slide down. We got the red and the blue packages. Red is styling for items you already own. So that's going to be a little more intricate than some of these other packages that we've discussed so far. That one's going to take about 3 sessions. We can definitely spread those out. First session, similar to the green package with organizing your closet, we're kind of going to go through what you already have, pull out the items that you definitely want to keep, some of your favorites, and then figure out what you don't like and would maybe want to donate or wherever you want to do with it from there. That takes about 2 hours. Second session, we're going to style for whatever occasions you have coming up. So if this is for your work attire, if this is for when you have dates, if this is for when you go to parties, we'll have that type of stuff already coordinated. So you're not spending all that time every time one of these events come up that you're like, what do I wear? Should I wear this to that? You'll know which part of your wardrobe is already designed for that type of style. That's a little bit more timely. That takes about 3 hours just to make sure we get everything covered. Then the third session is more so a check-in when it comes to this red package. That's going to be making sure that you don't feel like anything is missing from the wardrobe, anything you feel like we may have overlooked or you need to add. Any suggestions on new things that you want to try as far as adding to your wardrobe. So I would say between what you and me have been doing a lot would be kind of a combination of the black package, the blue package, and the red package, which we're going to get to the blue package in a second. So blue package.
Real quick, I was going to ask this. Are you honest with the people if they have something in their closet that they maybe need to slide to the back or donate.
Oh, definitely. I don't really hold my tongue when it comes to my opinion on most things. So you will get the honest truth from me. That's not obviously what you need to stick to, but that would be my honest suggestion. Whatever I tell you is what I really feel about it. I'm not going to want to present yourself for certain events and something that you might not be comfortable in looking back at later. So that's one of my big things, is that we both need to feel comfortable with what we're presenting, like me as your stylist and you as the client, and what you're going to be wearing.
Right.
I'm sure you can attest to that, that we definitely make sure I check in with you every time I send you some. Hey, how's this? You sure you like it? All right, cool.
Right. Yeah. And even when we did the BS3 Radio Awards last year, we were really on top of kind of what type of look that I want. What do you want it to look like? Would this work? Is this in? Is this not in? So it was really, and like Tracy said, it's just kind of a mixture of all the packages, because we're kind of going through and doing different things. But you definitely was straight up honest. That don't look good together. That would look good, and really kind of helping you get into the and push in the right direction.
Oh, yeah, and definitely. And one of the big things with me too is I don't want to put someone in anything they're not going to, like I said, feel comfortable looking back at themselves in pictures in, or not comfortable in your own skin. At the end of the day, these are clothes that are going over your body. So you have to be comfortable in your own body at the end of the day. So if you're not happy with it, then you're not going to look happy in it. So
Right. True.
So the blue package, getting back to kind of finally wrapping up the sessions of what I offer service-wise, that's going to be probably the most intricate thing that we can do, which is going to be styling for all new items. That's kind of needing to build your wardrobe, changing up your wardrobe, changing your style. This will take about 4 sessions. Let's see, about 6+ hours of worth of work as far as what we'd be working together on. First session, kind of go through what you already own. Same thing. I don't want you to waste parts of your wardrobe that actually are beneficial, or it can help build this new style that you're going for. That takes about 2 hours going through those items you already own. Then we help understand what you're missing or what you need to add. That would be a more of a consultation type session. That will be another about 2 hours, similar to one of these one-time event packages where we're going to bounce ideas off each other and find out what you're looking for. The next step is going to be more of a remote part. It's either me finding some items for you together, or me finding the items for you and sending you some links or sending you pictures before you acquire those. You can either find those and purchase them yourself once I've given you the link, or you can have me purchase them for you as well. And then another option is, if you already know the style, once we've discussed that, if you feel comfortable buying it on your own and finding it on your own, we can cut out one of those sessions to where you're just going to start picking out stuff, which I've worked with. One of my first clients did it that style, where after we consulted and he understood kind of the look he was going for, he was like, yeah, I got this. I just don't have time to shop, but now I know what I'm looking for. So then he went out and found all the stuff he liked and kind of checked in with me after from there.
Yeah, real quick, we got a question / comment / joke. You said y'all got the side chick package. I don't know if we got the side chick package. But
Yeah,
we'll get you right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, both of us being married men, I don't have to say, you gotta be on that one.
But hey, we'll get you. He'll get you right, where you can have some clothes at your main chick's house and your side chick house. We can get you. We can get you two different wardrobes. We don't condone that. Hey,
yeah,
business is business.
Your day looks and your night looks.
Right. We got you.
So yeah, third session with this package, we're definitely gonna make sure that you're satisfied with what you've either acquired or what I've sent to you. So something that we've definitely gone through multiple times. But I'll check in as soon as anything arrives. As soon as you let me know it's arrived. My first question is, have you tried it on? Do you like it? So go through anything that's arrived, either that I got you or that you acquired yourself, just to ensure that we're still on the right track. From there, you can continue on needing me to find you more items, or you still saying, hey, I'm going to find some more stuff. I'll get back to you in a couple weeks. Final session in that package, kind of just an hour wrap up where we've kind of summarized what we've changed in your wardrobe, what you might be shooting for in the future, and just if you want to continue to kind of hire me as your personal stylist for an indefinite amount of time. That is another service I offer if you do like the way everything's working out. That's something that me and Ben have kind of been going through also in our process. It's something where it's just an ongoing. Every month we know, hey, we're going to get something going on. So as far as cost goes, it's something that we like to discuss more so depending on how intricate the work's going to be. So I would say ranging for the kind of faster projects, which would be that first tier, the green, the black, the ivory, these one-time event type deals. I would say about $250, and that would complete everything that I would be doing for you. The blue and red definitely depend on how much work you need from me. So those can range, I'd say anywhere from 300 to about 500.
Cool. I figured that question was gonna come up. So good question, CJ. We appreciate that. All right, so we kind of went through all of the packages. Was there anything else you wanted to add on those?
Oh no, I feel like this is something that's very different. When I look online for online stylists, most people have, it's more like a cookie cutter assembly line type deal where you go on a website, you kind of go through a list of multiple stylists, but I don't feel like you ever get that personal touch. So they're calling themselves a personal stylist, but with me, it is truly going to be a personal stylist where we're going to be working hands-on together. I'm going to take your input. I'm going to give you my ideas. We're definitely going to work together to make the end result what everyone's happy with.
Yeah, definitely. So going back to the main page, anything you want me to touch on or click on while we're on the main page?
I would just say shout out to my wife's let's see, shea butter business at the very bottom. So
okay, let's go there real quick.
I was gonna
And
say,
actually, we got some of that too. I would vouch. I would definitely vouch for that.
so I
there you
guess
go.
back to the side chick question, that could be where you pick something up. Check out the purplekitten.com or purplekittenshop.com. That's gonna have either sparkly shea butters or just all natural shea butter that doesn't have any type of the glitter. So for the guys, it's not scented too heavy. Those ones work well. Nice for aftershave. I definitely was using that for a long time. As you can see, I haven't shaved in a long time, but definitely using that.
Yeah, let me pull that up real quick. Yep, that's the website right there, the purplekitten.shop. And yeah, it's got some really good products. My wife has some that she uses, so highly suggest checking that out. And also, I want to go back and just pull up your Instagram real quick so people can see that and what that looks like. And he's always posting content on there and photos of what he's wearing, and also it has the links on there. We talked about the NFL draft, so he posted some looks about that. So that's definitely something that you can check out, and also you'll be able to find the website there as well. So make sure to follow TK Styles 2K20. But there you go. You see the page up there at the top. And
Now, my posting has slowed down a little bit. For all you that don't know, I did recently have a newborn baby, so
yes,
this year has been not as frequent as before. Before I would have an outfit every day, which led to a weekly post. So not going out of the house for a long time, not wearing as many clothes as I used to in the past.
yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. But yeah, he'll definitely get you right for an event. He'll be styling me for the upcoming BS3 Network Awards, the 3rd annual. So anything that you need, definitely styling wise, he's able to get you right and get what you need. We talked about the packages as well. So Tracy Killian Styling.com is the website. Make sure to check that out. CJ says Mark Williamson sold, by the way. Ben knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is my cousin. This is my cousin that was on that show that night when your guy, Mark Williams, sold for Duke. Ben, we got a dress code. So for the award show, yes, we do. We want you to business to I would say business to what do they call it? Black tie. So somewhere around there, definitely don't come in a t-shirt. So suit coat or something, a little bit upscale because we definitely want to make it nice. I'll make sure to post that in the group too because we definitely want to keep it upscale. So
Oh yeah, and I've been seeing the progression of the award shows. So yeah, it is definitely turning into a full night. It's something that people are getting ready for now. Like it's
it's grown so much. And the next thing is to actually have it in person at an event. At a venue, I should say. So that's what we're looking at for next year. CJ says, so I can't rock my chains and a white tee. Nah, you can rock your chains, but you just gotta put a coat on top. Something like this. If you want to do this and the chains, you can definitely do that. And plus, man, CJ is always killing it especially with the glasses. He's on the Elevate podcast, which is on Thursdays, and whatever he's wearing is definitely on point, and it definitely goes great with the show. So, but
all other fellow contributors to the network as well. Always looking nice in their either Instagram pictures or the ones that have the video podcast. Certain, especially I'd say Cigar Chronicles, always looking pretty dapper.
Dapper, yeah, man. They one of the guys, Tremont, the co-host, he has his own hat brand. I think it's called Crowns by Trey. And I'm definitely gonna get with him to get something from him in the future. But yeah, those guys are definitely looking on point. And yeah, we got a great network with great guys and gals, and they both
forget the ladies too.
Yes, don't forget about the ladies. They always doing their thing. But yeah, man, anything else you wanna touch on before we get out of here?
Oh no, I just want to thank all the viewers. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for all the followers on Instagram and just anyone who's watching this right now.
Definitely. And we'll be back next month. Just give you a little bit of a sneak peek for next month. We're talking about kind of sports gear. So we'll have something brewing for next month that we will tap into. So make sure to check us out next month. Also, make sure to follow Tracy TK Styles 2K20 with our monthly style segment. We do it every month, normally the last Saturday of the month. So we'll definitely keep you posted. Make sure to follow all avenues of social media, BS3 Network, so you can know when we're coming out with our next show. Like, subscribe, click that notification bell on YouTube. Please do that so that you can also get the notification when we go live. Last but not least, BS3 TV on Roku. Check out this episode later on today, probably tomorrow, and all the past episodes. So I thank you. Tracy thanks you as well. You guys have a great rest of your night. Happy Memorial Day. Make sure you remember the reasoning behind it. It is a day off, which I know we love that part. We barbecue. We have a good time. Remember the reasoning behind it. And we salute to all of the service members all of those that the families of those that have passed as well. So, you guys have a great rest of your night, and we will see you next time. Peace.